So a few months ago, I made a video talking about how I went for a walk every day for a year straight, right? Literally every single day. And that is true. I actually did go for a walk every single day. Since then, there's been a couple of days where I haven't been going for a walk just because I've had some health problems in the last couple of weeks. I won't get into it now, but that's one of the reasons that I've not been uploading as much. But I have had some health problems, so I haven't been walking as much. But I wanted to make a video talking about this is your time to get outside and to get away from the modern world. One of the biggest things that I've noticed since going on to self-improvement and to just try and improve my life, and something I actually learned from Hamza as well, is that going outside into nature and being outside of your house and of your bedroom, it's one of the simplest things, and it sounds silly to say that it's responsible for so much of the way I feel and my motivation and stuff, but it is true that it is one of the best things that I have changed about my life. When I was a kid, I was a bit weird, right? I probably got, like, based on when I was really young, like some mild form of autism, right? Because I wasn't really like the other kids. A lot of the other kids like to play football, they like to play with the other kids, and they were very social and, going outside and just playing in the field, right, at the school and stuff. And I was like that to an extent with my close friends, but I wasn't super into like playing with the other kids. I loved playing in my back garden, on the rocks. So in my back garden, it's like pebbles and stuff, right? And then we have these like big kind of rocks that are just like decorative rocks. There's like some plant pots around them and stuff. And I used to just walk around on the rocks, like up and down them and around them. And I used to have so much fun doing that. Not because I was walking on the rocks, right? I used to just love being outside. And my mind would go into this like other world. So I was like super, super creative when I was young. And it's something that I'm trying to get back to myself now. And it probably bleeds through to like the reason I'm pretty good at drawing and stuff like that. But I used to do like full on world building in my head from the age of like 6 or 7, right? So I was outside playing on the rocks, and I was thinking about all these different like worlds that I could build, like the different creatures that would be in it, the characters, like building something like Avatar, right? Or something like that. And I would love doing all this stuff. I'd think about all these different things. And then I got introduced to video games, right? It happens to everyone. I got introduced to video games. First, it was Lego Star Wars, the complete saga, right? On the PlayStation 2, I used to play that. I'd have to go to school. I was in like year 6 or something, or year 7, whatever it is, right? And I used to like play Lego Star Wars before I went to school. Like I'd wake up early, play on my PlayStation 2, play Lego Star Wars, go to school. And all I could think about at school was going back home so I could play more Lego Star Wars. And then it went from Lego Star Wars to whatever the next game was, probably like some kind of racing game, like what was it called? There was like one game, I think it was Burnout Paradise. I don't know if any of you ever played that, Burnout Paradise. It was like a car game, but you have to like smash into other cars, and it was based in like Miami or something, right? That was really fun. I used to play that a lot on the PlayStation 2. Then I got a PlayStation 3, and then I got more games, and then eventually became GTA 5 on the PlayStation 4. And before you knew it, my young teen years were just built up from me playing video games, and I'd kind of lost that magic of just like wanting to be outside and to play in my own head and to come up with these creative ideas, even though that wasn't like a social thing, and I wasn't like being with other young boys or anything. It was like so good for my brain because it made me so creative, and it bled into like my drawings and everything. I used to love drawing as a kid, and yeah, that thing of being outside and the creativity was just so special to me, and it's something that I've managed to kind of unlock and to like relearn in the past couple of years. Just getting outside more. And I mentioned in this YouTube channel a lot that I listen to a lot of podcasts. So I go outside, put my headphones on, and I'm listening to podcasts. I'm listening to Chris Williamson. I'm listening to Andrew Huberman and all these different podcasters, right? Learning stuff about self-improvement, learning stuff about health and fitness. But sometimes I like going outside for a walk, and I don't take my headphones with me. I'll just listen to the cars on the road. I'll listen to the wind in the trees. I'll listen to as cringy as it sounds, like the birds or whatever, right? And it's like, I hate that I have to say like, as cringe as it sounds, because in this day and age, in the modern day and age of like social media and video games and Netflix, right, it's like cringe to like think that like listening to birds is nice or something, right? And it's something you can only really talk to about with like your close friends or your girlfriend, or something that you actually do genuinely just like the sound of nature. And it's something I wanted to talk about in this video. Like, we need to, as a whole society, not just young guys on self-improvement, we need to like get back into nature, right? And I'll put some clips up. Like recently, me and my girlfriend have been going on these walks in our local area in this like forest. It's absolutely beautiful. We went there and it was all misty and it looked really cool, and there was these like big rocks in the ground with all like super vibrant green moss on them, and then the trees were like super tall, but then in the distance you couldn't see anything because of all the moss, and there was like a little bit of snow still hanging around. And then like we went on another walk where it was like a clear day and it was all blue skies and it was just the trees and all the leaves and stuff. And like, it sounds like cringe, but the simplest things like that are so good for your mental health and for your creativity as well. Like, if you can just get outside, get into fresh air, go on these nature walks, it's going to do you so much benefit. And I think getting away from the video games, getting away from the Netflix, and just getting back out into nature is so important. And then I'll go into some like actual specific like science-based stuff, right, to do with going outside. Obviously, one of the main benefits is if you can go outside early in the morning. This is something I talk about all the time on this channel. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing that's on my mind, right, after I've gone for a piss, brushed my teeth, right, drank some water, is getting outside into, not necessarily nature, because I don't really live near nature, but I live in like a suburban area, so it's kind of close. But I live next to like lots of buildings and a main road, right? So, but I just still want to get outside, okay? Getting outside early in the morning is a great way to set what's called your circadian rhythm. So if you're struggling with sleep and you're struggling with like being tired throughout the day, it's probably just because your circadian rhythm's messed up. So, and testosterone as well, that's like released based off of your circadian rhythm. And your circadian rhythm is set, like the clock inside your body is set when you see sunlight, like quite a bit of sunlight in the morning, right? So that's a great thing that you need to do, is, if you're not doing already, is getting outside in the morning for a morning walk, right? Fresh air, sunlight, even if it's not sunny, if it's cloudy, like it's cloudy now behind me, but there's still like way more sunlight outside than in my room, right? So being outside in the morning is going to help set your circadian rhythm. And I've not like looked for any studies on it or anything, but I'm pretty sure that, you know, being outside and being in the fresh air and just out in nature or out in the world, it puts me in such a better mood. I've talked about it before, but I am this person where if I'm locked inside my room all day and I don't get outside, it genuinely makes me angry, like just frustrated as fuck when I can't get outside. So that's probably something to do with like, you know, the natural kind of animalistic nature of us as humans. We probably just crave to be outside. And in this modern world of like, you know, it's so convenient to just stay inside with the nice heat, and it's all temperature control, and you don't have to get a coat on or anything, and you can just watch Netflix and you can just play video games or whatever. It's so important that we get outside. So this video is really just me telling you, like, go outside, go for a morning walk, get into nature. It's something that Hamza talks about all the time with like Adonis and Jeffrey, right? And Adonis would like, you know, look at leaves and be really intrigued in nature, right? It's kind of funny. It's a bit of a joke, but it's like, it's true, right? Get outside into nature. Nature is going to be so beneficial for your mental health. It's going to literally, the advantages of being outside and just not being away from technology in general is so important. I think it's been such a huge benefit to me on this self-improvement journey. I don't think I'd have set up this YouTube channel or been as motivated or been like, like happier, you know, as I am now if I didn't go outside. So yeah, if you're not doing already, please go outside, go for walks, go into nature. And there's obviously like the nice little benefit of like fat loss, right? If you are trying to go on a cut and lose some fat, or even build muscle and you're just struggling to find time to do cardio, going for a walk is like the perfect thing for you to just like burn that little extra bit of calories, right? And you kind of kill 3 or 4 birds with one stone, because you get in the sunlight, getting outside into fresh air, you get to kind of clear your mind, get away from technology, and then you get to burn a bit of calories as well on the side. So yeah, that is literally the video. Hope it helped, hope it provided you with some value. Yeah, thank you for watching. Remember, improve yourself by 1% every day and you will get there, mate. See ya.